Very often, I think nutrition, especially for cyclists, is overlooked. And realistically, it's something that we all forget. There's a lot of people who just use water. And really, to get the best out of your training sessions, with the increasing intensity, the length, your endurance, all of that, you really need to be taking on fuel. So for me, there's four key things when it comes to fuel, which I really need and are really important. So the first one is obviously it needs to be good on the gut. There's no point in feeling sick. There's no point in getting a 10 bob bits, feeling unsettled, bad on your stomach. They're all made of different compositions, but there's going to be one out there that suits you. So firstly, it's got to be good on the gut. Secondly, it's got to work. You know, there's plenty of choice out there. Some of them, they may claim 30 carbs, 50 grams per serving, but you don't feel the benefit. If you don't feel it and you don't feel like you've got that energy in your muscles when you take a gel or when you finish a bottle or a bar or a chew, move on to something else. Try a different brand because they're all made up of something different. Yeah, it's sugars and it's glucose, fructose. I think that's definitely oversimplifying it, but they're all made of something different. So definitely it needs to work. Thirdly, it needs to taste good. You know, there's no point, especially with the price, which is the fourth point, but there's no point in taking it if you don't like the taste. You know, it's all very well, it working, being good on the gut, but if it's absolutely foul and you may heave a little bit or retch and you really don't like the taste, again, no point, move on to a different one. The fourth one is cost. You know, it's expensive. Cycling nutrition is expensive. You know, there's bars out there now that are £2-3 per bar, gels £2-3, servings of a electrolyte or a carbohydrate drink can be like £30, £40, £50, and you only get 30-40 servings. It's really expensive, so it's vitally important that the one that you do choose it's basically got the other 3 points. So it's good on the gut, it works, and you like the taste. So with that, I want to bring you on to a brand that I've been using, and that is called Styrkr. Now, before I go any further, obviously with 7 subscribers, these are my own opinions. I haven't been sent anything. I paid for it, and I'm going to say some negative stuff about it. But it's a company that was founded by a cyclist in 2018 who effectively, with a busy life and training in between, cycling sort of started to take over, and they felt that they weren't getting what they needed from their nutrition. So they basically started working with Hull University, and they've developed these products today. So I want to start with probably what's my favourite from them, and that is their new gel 50s. Now, these come in 2 flavours, so you've got a citrus and a berry. Now, these are 50 grams of carb in a gel. Usually, most of the gels that I've used before are 30 grams, so 50, really good. I can basically use 1 per hour. And what I like about them the most, great flavours. You get a really nice berry taste or a citrusy taste. They're not too much, really nice flavours. Also, for me, I struggled in the past with, I don't like over thick stuff. So basically, I don't like a gel being a gel, which is obviously a little bit contradictory. I like a gel being a bit more watery, and that is what these are. I find them easier to take, being the watery consistency. Really easy to swallow, really easy to take, fast acting. Absolutely, for me, their best product. They do a 30 gram version, which I believe aren't flavoured. I don't think they are anyway. So I'll always choose something flavoured over none. Generally, I prefer it that way. I don't like the taste of just the unflavoured products that anyone makes generally. But for these, they're their absolutely best product by far. Then after that, we'd probably come on to their rice bars, second favourite, making a big old crunchy noise. 3 rice bars, 3 different flavours. I'll go with the favourite first. So dark chocolate chip, I think it's called dark chocolate chip, definitely the favourite. Then followed by the almond, date and sea salt, that's probably my second favourite. And then least favourite but absolutely still acceptable is the apple, cinnamon and caramel. Now these are pretty much like, has anyone ever eaten Rice Krispie Squares? If you're in the UK, you've probably had a Rice Krispie Square. It's exactly what they are. They're a Rice Krispie sort of cereal bar. Really tasty. Again, 50 grams of carbs, so absolutely abundant. You could have one of them on 1 hour and then a gel on the other. Bottles, you're good to go for a couple of hours. You know, they're really tasty, easy on the gut, give you all the carbs you need. I would say if obviously you're pushing a bit of an effort, you probably don't want to bar. It's a little bit sticky. I do find that I probably have half of one, stop, and then have half maybe 10 minutes later. I think trying to eat the whole bar in one go, you get a little bit like chewy and a little bit out of breath while you're trying to breathe. And also your mouth gets a little bit claggy, I would say. A little bit dry and a little bit like you need to swallow like a bit like that just now, but that was exaggerated. But yeah, they're good, very, very good. So next up we have the hydration tablets, the SLT07 as they call them. These are great just to put in a water bottle. Maybe on one of them you want a carb drink, the other one you want just a nice electrolyte drink just to top up your lost salts, fluids. Really good for that. I have to say I do prefer the citrus one to the mild berry, which is the other flavour, purely because this wild berry is a little bit artificial. Both of them are probably on the higher end of like a really strong squash, I would say. I've had others in the past. I've had ones that you can buy just in the normal supermarkets. They are a lot more diluted than these. These are a thicker tablet. I'll get one out and show you actually. They're a lot thicker, but also they are a lot stronger. So look, they are quite a, focus on it. It's too small to focus on it. But anyway, there you go. You can see they're a really thick tablet. But yeah, really good. Liking those. So they, as I say, everyday use, and also putting one in the bottle. And then finally, we move on to the product which I've saved probably the worst till last in a way. The products that I don't like from Styrkr for a few reasons, and that is their carb drinks. One, I don't like the fact that they're in always individual packed and there's no option to buy a bulk. This is obviously great if you're out and about, but I think for an environmental point, I'm not hugely on the environmental point, but I think they should maybe have a big bag like most other brands and be able to scoop servings in rather than this waste from basically single-use sachets. And I think another thing is I just don't like the taste really. They do three ones. They do a 60 gram, a 60 gram. They do a 90 gram, and they do a 90 gram with caffeine. And they also do a 60 with caffeine, I think, as well. But for me, the 90 with caffeine, I don't know if it's because I'm putting 90 grams of carbs in one 500ml bottle, or there could be another reason, but I just don't like the taste. This one, I really struggled with the 90 plus caffeine to drink it. And as I bought their welcome box, if you like, so it came with a bit of everything, I probably won't use this 90 plus caffeine because I just really didn't like the taste. I think it works, but obviously a personal preference thing, it's not very nice. The Mix 90, again, what I'm probably going to try and do is use this Mix 90 and put in one of the SLT tablets to try and maybe bring a bit of flavour into it. The Mix 60 is just about drinkable for me, but again, I'm not sure if it's because it's the 60 grams. I reckon if I split this into 230s, it'd probably be a little more palatable for me maybe. But I just don't really like the taste of them, which is a little bit of a shame because I love the rest of the range. But these drinks just don't quite do it for me. So I think probably going forwards, I'll be sticking with the Styrkr for gels and bars and hydration tablets. But for drink, I will probably go back to either the OTE, Torque, or Precision Hydration. And again, Precision Hydration is actually a non-flavoured one. But I think maybe because it's lower doses, it just doesn't have the stronger taste of like... The caffeine 90, the 90 plus caffeine, it had like I mean, I don't drink, I haven't drank for 3 years, but it kind of had that like beery aftertaste in the morning, like a hangover taste. I don't know if that's just me, it's just not pleasant. But anyway, apart from that, great products. I hope you found it useful and hope you found the little review of Styrkr products useful. If you did, please like, subscribe, even share it maybe if you want to. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are using for nutrition. Let me know if it's any good. Let me know if you think you want me to try it out. Happy to do so. Hope you have a great day. Keep riding. I'll catch you in the next one.